Hi friends, welcome to this edition of All India PG mock that we are discussing for you, and this is on the new pattern. So I will also advise you that in the new pattern of exam there will be a negative marking of 1/4. So I will tell you how to approach a negative marking question or not. So let's see the first question in this mock test. The first question that you see in this exam is, this is the radiology paper. So let's discuss the radiology here. First question is, 26-year-old female comes to you with a breast lump. What is the best investigation? Okay. So the question here is, this is a relatively young woman, and we know by now, because of your well prepared behavior, mammography has very limited sensitivity in young age. Why? Because of dense breast. Why the breast is dense in a young woman? Because of more glandular tissue. So mammography cannot be the answer. And obviously, for obvious reasons, you can conclude CT scan is not the answer. Why? Because CT scan will have radiation exposure. So the choice is between MRI and ultrasound. In a young woman with a breast lump, the investigation of choice is ultrasound. Now can you tell me, ultrasound is the answer here. Can you tell me, in which condition will you mark MRI as the answer? If I change the question and I say, screening for ductal carcinoma in situ breast should be done with, answer is mammography. But if I change the question and say high risk screening, the answer will be MRI. So when they talk about ductal carcinoma in situ and they ask high risk screening, the answer is MRI. In routine screening, answer is mammography. And in a young woman with breast lump, the answer is ultrasound. Now, next is a new question for you, and we feel this is the kind of question that can be asked in the new pattern All India exam. Most sensitive X-ray to detect pneumoperitoneum is, we all know it is a chest X-ray erect view, and the beauty of the MCQ that you have given to you is, we have given erect in 3 choices. So the patient should be in which position is the question, PA, AP, lateral. And I know some of you would be able to answer that. We have discussed this in classes also, that chest X-ray erect lateral view is actually considered the most sensitive X-ray. Although we do not do this routinely, this is the most sensitive X-ray to detect pneumoperitoneum. This is the key to remember here. A chest X-ray erect is the most sensitive X-ray. In which position the patient should be standing? Lateral view is the most sensitive. Very, very important question. Again, we have created a newish MCQ keeping in mind the pattern in the Central Institutes today, in the NEET exam today. MR enterography, that means using MRI to evaluate small bowel. Oral contrast material used is, so what we do is, in MR enterography, we opacify the bowel loops by giving them mannitol. So that is the answer. And we use this to evaluate diseases like small bowel disease, like Crohn's disease, to look for strictures. We use MR enterography, we're using what? Mannitol as the oral contrast. Now next is the typical pattern in the NEET 2016. This was the typical pattern, that they gave questions like this in the exam, and you had to identify the radiological anatomy. So what do you think is number 4? Okay, what do you think is number 4 in the image? Number 4 in the image is right atrium. Number 1, aortic root. Number 2, RVOT. Number 5 is your left atrium, and number 8 is your descending aorta. Okay, so let's see. So now if you look at the choice number A, 4 is left atrium, that is not correct. 2 is left atrium. Let's see if the number 2 is, so number 5 is left atrium actually. So if we look at the choice B, 5 is left atrium, yes. 4 is right atrium, yes. 2 is RVOT, yes. 1 is aortic root, yes. 3 is SVC, yes. 3 is SVC, correct. So the choice is B. This is a typical question that we have created. We have actually merged 6 MCQs into 1 MCQ to give you ample practice. In your exam, they might ask you just one structure, but we have tried to give you all the structures in one image. Identify the disease in this chest X-ray. Okay. So when you look at this chest X-ray, I want you to appreciate the findings. This is a very classic question in your exams. So you can see this is the aortic knuckle, pulmonary bay, and you can see a bulge here. This bulge that you see here is called as the third Mughal. This is the bulge due to left atrial appendage. So we already know that we are looking at a disease called as rheumatic heart disease. And if you notice here, look at the right cardiac border, you will be able to see one density here and one density here. That means the orange arrows are the right atrium, the blue arrows are the left atrial shadow. This is called as the double atrial density. Double atrial density, double atrial shadow, and you can see the carina is widened. What is your diagnosis? We know we are dealing with rheumatic heart disease, which is showing us LA enlargement. LA enlargement. Okay. Again, a typical question, very hot favorite with any exam that National Board makes is, even in AIIMS, JIPMER, this is a very, very favorite question. What is the most sensitive investigation for abdominal trauma? Answer is CT scan. And the correct answer is actually CCT. And please always remember, today there is almost no role for an investigation called as diagnostic peritoneal lavage. CCT is considered the most sensitive investigation. Also remember, what is the first step in evaluation of blunt abdominal trauma? It is FAST. Focused assessment with sonography in trauma is the first step. These are the potential questions that you can get in the exam. Identify the investigation and the structure marked in the image. So you can see this is the mediastinum, this is the ascending aorta, this is the superior vena cava, this is the arch of aorta, and this is the problem. This is the thing that we have marked. This is an anterior mediastinal triangular structure. What is this? Thymus. So this is how you identify thymus gland on this. But the question choice is saying, is this a CT scan? Yes, this is a CT scan. So the choice A is wrong. This is not a MRI. This is a CT scan. So the CT scan is showing what? It is showing us the normal thymus. Okay. So which of the following is not correctly matched? Again, I have tried to put 4 questions into one question so that you get an extra edge in your exams. This is scaphoid, lunate, triculateral, pisiform, trapezium, trapezoid, capitate, hamate. And where is the problem? You can see a problem in the lower end of the radius. Where? In the subarticular region, just below the joint, in a mature skeleton. And it is looking like a soap bubble expansile lesion. What are we looking at? GCT, also called as osteoclastoma. So is it correctly matched? Yes, it is correctly matched. Okay, now let's see the next image. Is it correctly matched? Hyperparathyroidism. So you can see this is the arrows are marking for you. There is resorption. Can you see? There is resorption of the, this is called as subperiosteal resorption on the radial side of the, you can see second, third, fourth, on the fingers, on the radial side, on the middle phalanx, you can see subperiosteal resorption. This is typical of hyperparathyroidism, so it is correctly matched. The third choice is saying aneurysmal bone cyst, while the problem I see is in the, you can see the problem is in the epiphysis. Aneurysmal bone cyst, on the other hand, is a metaphyseal lesion. Here you see a epiphyseal lytic lesion, that is a chondroblastoma. Okay, so this is not correctly matched. This is not correctly matched. Chondroblastoma is an epiphyseal lesion, while aneurysmal bone cyst is a metaphyseal expansile lesion. This is not aneurysmal bone cyst. And the D choice says vertebral hemangioma. You can see a CT scan showing what? You can easily see for yourself a CT scan showing polka dot sign. So this is correctly matched. So we know the answer is C. A new question for you. What is sentinel clot sign? Sentinel clot sign means, now let me show you an image here. Now wherever there is a site of bleeding on a CT scan, so you can see there is blood in the peritoneum, but at the site of bleeding, the clot is looking more dense. This is called as, okay, this is called as sentinel clot sign. That means the clotted blood will be there adjacent to the site of injury. It is going to be more dense than the unclotted blood. This helps us to localize the bleeding. So choice A says it helps us to localize the source of hematoperitoneum. Correct. It is due to lower density of the clotted blood. No, it is due to lower density of the unclotted blood, not the clotted blood. And so answer cannot be all. So it is usually seen at the bleeding site. Answer is A. Question number 10. This is again a typical question from radiology, but it has never been asked. So we know in breast we do classically we do CC MLO projection in mammography, And in this patient, you have a lesion which is seen only on MLO but not seen on CC view. So what should I do? So ideally, asymmetric density should be seen on both the views. Here we see only on one view. Then what should I do? So if you see density problem only on a MLO view, you have to confirm the presence of density on a straight, a 90-degree mediolateral. Instead of oblique, we have to do a 90-degree mediolateral oblique view. Similarly, if the opacity was seen only on a CC view, not on mediolateral oblique, then you have to do a rolled over craniocaudal view. Here the answer will be 90-degree mediolateral oblique view. So I hope you enjoy this episode of the discussion of the mock test. I want to remind you that in the new pattern of All India exam, the marking scheme is no longer psychometric analysis, +4 -1, and there is no scaling, no equating involved. So if you do a question right, you get +4. If you do it wrong, you get -4. That is the -1. This is what you need to remember. So here, if you do not know a question at all, my suggestion to you is, again, if you see 4 choices and you do not know all 4 choices, you will have to leave it. But if you see 2 choices you are able to rule out, 2 you are not able to rule out, you will have to try and get the answer. That is the trick here. Because the negative marking is not too much, it is 25%. You have to somehow learn to rule out 2 choices and get to the answer. That is my message, and you will again and again hear me speaking out all these things to help you. And on behalf of the entire DAMS team, I wish you all the best for your upcoming All India exam. Best of luck.